Hello, I'm Antonia, the founder and director of KidooLand. When I started KidooLand 10 years ago, not many people mentioned the CIV to me. Of course, it was already well established, but it wasn't something that every French parent thought about. I think they thought it was probably reserved just for the English. Well, things have changed. With the advances in the internet and social media, people have become steadily more and more aware of the CIV and the fact that there is this option there that is not as expensive as a private school and is still bilingual. I would say that today 8 out of 10 clients that visit me with a child aged 3 to 10 years old are doing so because 1. They know that English is important. 2. They want their child to have this important advantage. And 3. They're not going to be considering the private international schools. They're looking for a more affordable option. So why do they come to me? Well, I have built up a lot of good understanding and I've got a good feeling for the international tests and the international schools around Sophia Antipolis. I've got 10 years experience teaching English to thousands of children, and over that time I've done lots and lots of research. I did it for myself and I did it for parents. So I've been chatting to parents and speaking to them, getting their feedback and their stories on the successes and the failures of the international programs and the schools. I've also had one child take the test for Sartoux, Trois Collines, for going into the CP class, and I had another child who took the test for CM2, going into 6e, and they took that test for both the CIV and the Fenelon programs. And we passed all those tests. We were really happy. Our children now are, one of them is in the CIV system and one is in Fenelon system. I know that we're English, and people say to me quite often, oh, it's because you're English that you got a place. But no, we still had to work really hard. It doesn't mean a free pass. I know quite a few people with English children that haven't managed to get their child into that system. I have been in a very unique situation, having one child in the CIV system and the other in the Fenelon system. It's been very interesting to see how both these schools operate from an inside family point of view. We've had mainly very good experiences in both schools. There have, of course, been challenges like any child gets in school that you just have to deal with as a parent. But all in all, it's been a really excellent experience so far. We're not finished yet. Due to the daily increased demands, I'm not going to be in a position anymore to give individual consultations and advice to every parent that walks in my door. There is only one of me, and there are hundreds of you looking to get into these schools. So I've been trying to figure out how I can help you. And here's one of the ways. I'm going to give you some free advice right now. Do your research. Find out what you're going to have to do to prepare for that test. Go to all the meetings organised by ASEICA and by Fenelon and go through their website thoroughly with a fine-tooth comb. They are the experts. They know what they're looking for. They know what's going to be in the test. The exam changes every year and they have the absolute latest information. Go through forums on Facebook and ask questions. You can join my Facebook group, Côte d'Azur Living, or go to Riviera Mums. And there are really helpful mums out there happy to share their experience and give you information. And again, that's totally free. You can listen to my Riviera Firefly podcast. You can find that on iTunes or on your podcast app, or go to rivierafirefly.com. Listen to episodes 1 to 4, where I give lots and lots and lots of essential and free information on the schools, how to pass the tests and how to get ready. Again, that is totally free. So that information is all out there waiting for you to go and read it and listen to it. I know that some of you will still want to speak to me, so I've been coming up with another idea on how I can help with that. I've decided to be available for a very small group of people interested in passing this test. In a one-off live event, it's going to be an opportunity to hear my story, ask me my opinion and any questions that you have. I'll be able to give you some advice, some tips, and help you define your strategy for passing successfully the tests, either on your own or with the help of KidooLand. What we can do is to help you understand how best to approach the exam and how to give your child an enriching experience learning English, which is going to serve them for life, and so this is not ever going to be wasted time or money. I want to be clear here, the international programs are not for everyone, and I'm certain of that. It is a hard program, and it doesn't suit every child and every family. And we can talk a little bit about managing expectations. Due to so many factors when you're taking the exam, the other important thing to bear in mind is that KidooLand cannot guarantee your child is going to be successful. The demand is huge and only the very best are accepted. And while I know that our program is very successful and we have really, really good success rates, unfortunately not every child is suited to the international program. So it may be that we have to look at other options. If you want to come to this live event, you're going to have to register. Places are going to be very limited and we will allocate them on a first come, first served basis. Please, whatever you decide to do, don't leave it too late to think about your child's English journey if you're considering taking this test. There is nothing worse than someone coming to me in January or February saying they would like their child to take this test in the March or the April. There's a lot to think about and there's a lot to prepare for these tests, even if you're already bilingual. Please don't leave it too late. Enjoy English and best of luck.